I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, we're doing better.
Memorize it.
I tell you, we're doing much better.
They are.
Your work here is done.
You are trained.
Shuffle off into the sunset, bud.
Just get the courthouse, get all those people.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I'd like to welcome everybody. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas. We'll do committee reports first. Yep.
It's a Christmas sucks.
All humbug. I gotta take down the tree.
That's as nice as I can say it.
Trees are tall.
Glad I mentioned it.
I got my 1 foot tree I gotta take down.
We only have 10.
That's a bush. That's a Christmas bush.
Scrooge got anything to
Ice
report on?
on, ice on and off.
You guys just get it out, okay?
5
Just work it out.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
I'm done.
I bet not. I bet you're back in it in a little bit.
I got something to say later.
All right. Andy?
I got back the report on the courthouse,
Oh, good.
so I was gone. Well,
But you haven't
it got-
digested it, so.
the toner blew out on me. So I was gonna print off a copy for everybody, but it obviously was getting worse and worse, so I
That's like
thought,
$500 a toner right there.
After this meeting, can you run up and get a copy, or give it to Augie, have him give you one, and then
Email
he
it?
can send it out,
Yeah, if you email it, then I won't have to make a copy of a bad copy.
okay.
okay?
Right.
Yeah, email it to me.
Necessarily
And then
bad.
we'll get it
Well,
out.
I should have done, well, had I known this was gonna happen, I
We're
would
gonna
have
do
done
it
it
car.
before. Anyway.
But you really haven't had a chance to digest
I've looked
it.
at it a little, he said the roof, which, I mean, there's a lot of things, and it's really pretty in-depth. Really stages what needs to be done now, next, roof, like 400 to 500,000.
Which is half of what we
You could have told me $1.5 million, and I thought, well, I guess that's what it's gonna be, I don't know, I had no idea really.
That same type of roof. They're gonna.
Yeah, the slate and the metal.
Because part of that slate is reusable, what,
Where
20%
you,
or
like I
whatever
said,
they
you can
think.
take that off and reuse, and you mentioned in the report some, that there is some upstairs, I don't know how much, not a lot, but that we could use.
Oh, just stacked in storage, basically?
It's up in the attic, some of it, we used some of it the last time when we fixed the roof the last time.
Would
And
be
it-
better to put a metal roof, whole metal roof on it. You probably gives look like slate, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know what
He
you're talking
gives,
about.
I'll or email everybody, and send you a copy or something, and you can look at it, he gives some different suggestions of what he thinks would be the best. So it's,
Morning, John.
Morning.
it's a
Morning,
good
John.
report.
So was that the closest
I
alligator?
thought I was running on time.
Say that
The
again.
roof was the worst. I
Well,
think that
Well,
was
pretty what time you're running on.
Carl's watch.
Everybody's gonna sit here and watch
There
me
are some
stress.
other things that need to be addressed. It's funny, those front porches, I don't know if anybody's noticed, there's a gap underneath.
Definitely.
And I actually assumed that the steps were settling, but he said what he thinks is happening is the metal beams that are supporting that are actually like scaling and pushing the floor up. So some of them need to have, I guess you go in there and probably support it, take it out, replace the beams, and then drop that back down.
Where exactly, that's under basically
The
the
steps, the
foyer,
four steps when you come in, you know, you come up the steps, and some of them, it's actually raised up. I don't know if you look down, they've actually painted it yellow or something.
You know, that last step's a harder step,
And that's the
because
one
I've
that,
tripped her half a dozen times.
Well, if you got your feet, you wouldn't.
I tried to. I'm getting a little.
that's the one that the actual scale on the rust has actually pushed it up. So, and there's some, it's pretty in-depth, study. You just kinda gotta look through and digest it, see where, stage one, what we gotta do now. And, you know, I think we've got a little bit of time on the roof. They did a pretty good job when they patched it. It has issues at times depending on if you get a driving rain out of, shoot, any house could do that depending on how hard you get a rain. But it's pretty good. I'll let everybody, you can kinda look at it and
But it does say,
It does say this
here's
is what
what you
needs to
should
be
do
done now.
first, and then
Yeah.
second, and then, so
Yeah.
we can prioritize things and plan.
And I'll put together by next time we meet, I'll put everything together,
Great.
what we need to do now, next, last, and how much it'll cost, so
Very good.
that's about it.
I have nothing.
I thought you said you had something to say.
Not about my committee.
Oh, okay. John, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Carl?
Only thing I have is the attorney that is representing us in negotiations is going to be here later today to meet with us to discuss negotiations.
Okay.
And that's it.
I've heard the rumor's gonna be March for the making decisions.
You what now?
March,
For who makes decisions.
where we settle the contract.
So,
That's
Don't
what,
worry about
that's
that.
the rumor. Well,
we haven't met with them for several months.
I have
You know, we've been
deputies.
waiting for the attorneys to get together and talk. And
deputies out at the hospital, you know, they're gonna, yeah.
hopefully sometime next month we'll get together and continue on after the first year. We'll know a little more after we meet with the attorney today.
Bill, do you have anything, sir?
Uh-huh,
Derek?
nothing.
Uh, The only thing I can tell you that Dawn is working with our accountant, our CPA, and we're coming up with a spreadsheet on the conversion for the end of the year to the beginning of this year. And they're gonna be working diligently on that for the next couple of weeks, so adjustments can be made to the budget, so we'll have a better idea of where we were at the end of the year and where we're at for this year, FY18. Okay? As far as anything related to the downtown and everything else, that's kind of, haven't heard anything back on it. Andy and I discussed it, we haven't heard anything back from anybody involved with that, so at this point, as soon as we know something, either Andy and I will get it out to Augie and make sure that you're all aware of it, okay? That's it on that. Rick is supposed to be here about 10 o'clock. Rick Stewart is our labor attorney, and so I was trying to allow us a little time to get business done, but it sounds like we're
7 minutes, meeting adjourned.
The
So,
other thing is, I will not be here for the next regularly scheduled meeting.
No,
So, Carl, if you would be so kind as to
On board, Carl.
yeah,
take care of things, I appreciate it.
you get extra money for that, should.
Yeah,
He gets a
they're
free
sharpening up a stick somewhere.
Would we all have to chip in $1 for that? How does that work?
I guess, yeah. No, Jeff's gotta turn over his extra pay.
That's fine.
You didn't ask Mr.
I
Woods.
hope you don't about that one.
Okay, then, Jeff, do you have anything that you wish to add this morning? Augie, do you have anything that you would like to talk to the board about this morning?
No, but just a question, just for transparency. Did you ask if there was any public comment?
Thank you, I did not. I will as soon as that's done.
Okay.
Are you, that's
No,
all you
that's,
have?
I just want to
Thank
remind you,
and
so.
I need to, for the record,
the
ask if
record.
there's any public comment this morning, please. Any trials and tribulations from the Hawaiian Islands or anything? Okay, so I guess that's it for that, so I guess we'll just wait for, go ahead.
I've got one question. On this whole city project, this streetscape or whatever it is, are they applying for grants or what's?
TIF money only,
TIF money
on
only?
part of it, not the part that involves us or
Okay.
anything else.
But have they got a plan all the way from the high school up to the railroad track?
The city does,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, I think they're planning on replacing sidewalks and everything.
Mhm.
So does that involve the courthouse, you know, around the courthouse on the east and west side, replacing that, the
I can't
sidewalk?
answer your question,
Yeah.
Carl, I didn't look at it that. We've
Not
got
that
a,
I've heard, but
You say not that you've heard?
Yeah, but I mean, that's same way, doesn't
When you
mean
get a
that-
chance, Augie, can you double check that plan that the city sent us to see and kind of maybe send out a little memo with if you can find a schematic that might show that or a plan and send
Yeah,
that out.
because, you know, what little I know is they were planning on replacing all the sidewalks and street, you know, I don't know what kind of street lighting, whether it's the CIPS lights or whether they're gonna put little
Street lamps.
street lamps and, you know, how does that involve it through the courthouse area, the square area, you know, on our side of it, you know, what's the plan there?
I know they haven't asked us for any money or commitment to do anything like that, so, but we need to follow up through that, I guess, between Andy and Augie and I will.
The sidewalk is not ours though, is it? Is the sidewalk
I
ours?
think it is.
We went through this, but.
I think it is
Okay.
All of it? You're saying?
on the courthouse side.
Okay.
To the curb, right?
Yeah, on my curb, that's what I remember.
Because the argument was over who should clean the sidewalks.
Right,
Snow over.
Right.
And we went to the street, or the city, and they said it's theirs up to the curb.
right.
Yeah, but that could be like city ordinance in town. The city technically owns the the ground the sidewalk in front of your house is on, but you are responsible for cleaning and maintaining it. I mean, I don't
They
know.
get to my house, they can clean it themselves.
I don't know the answer to your questions, Carl.
I did ask the owners of the properties, I think south of Kansas, about a solar farm.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they
And?
are putting in one, I guess. We don't need an ordinance on a solar farm, would we?
We've gone through, we went to the state's attorney and he said, no, we don't.
That's what I think.
Now, what we have to do, and I gave stuff to Dina on this, and that has to do with the valuation of the property as far as taxes and how the state is gonna handle taxation of those types of structures in the long haul.
I
And
can't
how are
remember
they
the
to
last
be
name of
handled.
the family. Cyrus is the one who works at the hospital. He was a restorative therapist.
Gotcha.
Trivy?
Yeah.
Is it an individual solar farm or are they selling it to some power
I'm not sure, I
company?
think they're selling it, or releasing or something.
It's a
It's
big,
like the one over on, towards.
so it's a big one.
Yeah,
Past New Goshen or at New Goshen?
yeah, similar to that, he says.
Mhm.
Well, we'll just take a small break then, talk.
Do we need to go closed session?
Yeah, we can go do that
And do
now.
it.
Yes, we do need to go into closed session, yes.
For-
For negotiations and
Where?
yeah. Well,
I mean, are we gonna just do closed session just for that?
do we need anything else? Do we need any personnel or
I don't know of anything.
anybody have any other reason to go in other than for negotiations? Litigation, we don't have anything, I don't believe. So I guess we could entertain a motion to go into closed session for the purposes of reviewing negotiations with our two labor unions.
I'll make that motion.
A second, please.
Second.
Derek seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And like I said, we're not.
Well, I hope he didn't fly back from Hawaii just for this meeting.